What's up guys, welcome back to Healthy Recipe. Today we're going to be making a vegetable ramen soup. It's going to be gluten free. I actually got some gluten free ramen organic noodles from Costco. They're really good. I've had them in a couple of different recipes. So we're going to make a beautiful ramen with all veggies. It's going to be absolutely delicious and super vibrant. So let's get right to work. Alright, so some of these ingredients are from the garden. You guys can use whatever veggies you want, but this is what I'm using for this recipe. I have here about 4 cups of Napa cabbage, and it's been cut into 1-inch, half-inch pieces. This is green papaya. I've cut them into sticks. This is maybe about a cup and a half here, or a cup. And this here is some kabocha squash. This is a Japanese squash. It's pretty common in a lot of supermarkets. If you don't have these ingredients, you could use whatever veggies you like. String beans will work. Bok choy will work great. You know, whatever you have on hand, you could use. I have some cilantro, and this is about maybe 2 to 3 tablespoons of coarsely chopped cilantro. I have about a half gallon of my homemade veggie broth, and these are the odds and ends from all the veggies when I cut them and collect them and stuff from my garden, and I basically just boil it down for a couple of hours, and then I strain them out, use them for compost, and keep the broth for making soup. So I usually freeze it or keep some on hand in the refrigerator. I have 4 of these rice noodle pucks. Let me show you guys what it looks like. And like I said, this came from Costco, but they also have it on Amazon. I just found it. So I will link my Amazon affiliate store in the comments and also in the video description. So if you guys don't have a Costco near you, you could certainly order these and make your own. And let me see if I can show the ingredients real quick. The ingredients are amazing. Organic brown rice flour, organic millet, flour, and that's basically it. It's got literally 2 ingredients in this product. So really good, non-GMO verified and organic. So if you guys can't find it, if you don't have a Costco, I'll link it so you guys can order this stuff. It's amazing tasting, and like I said, gluten-free, organic. Great product. Not sponsored by them. Would love to get sponsored by them. Alright, so here I have about a half of a small bell pepper from the garden. This is my ají cachucha. I just opened an Etsy store. If you guys are interested in growing some of the stuff that I'm growing, as far as the varieties of peppers and other things, you can go to my Etsy store and purchase seeds, and you can grow your own. These are amazing, super flavorful. I also have about 4 cloves of garlic. 1 Thai chili, also from the garden. I love them fresh. I'll chop this up and put it over my plate as a garnish and also to add heat. I have about a cup of onion mixed. Is red onion and white onion chopped. And that's basically, everything here is the aromatics. This will be the base of this soup. I already went over this. I have 2 tablespoons, about 3 tablespoons of soy sauce. And then if that's not enough salt, I have salt to add. I'm not sure I'm gonna need it, but just a reminder, you know, always salt to taste. So that's basically everything. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna start cooking off our aromatics over on our crock pot. All right guys, so I'm not gonna use any oil on this recipe. I wanna keep it oil free and pretty much whole food plant-based. So we're gonna go ahead and add 2 tablespoons or so of our veggie broth. And as that heats up, we're gonna go ahead and drop all of our aromatics in here. Our onions, our garlic, our peppers. And this is gonna build the flavor for the soup as this cooks down. I'm gonna give it about 3 minutes in here. And it's around 300 degrees Fahrenheit right now, medium heat. So we're gonna allow this to soften up a little bit before we add some more of the ingredients. Alright, so now that we got the veggies nice and cooked down, they're softened, and the onions translucent and aromatic, we're going to go ahead and add first the things that take the longest to cook, which that would be the papaya and the squash. I'm gonna go ahead and add those in. I'm gonna stir that a little bit. And now I'm gonna add a little bit more broth in so it kinda cooks it. There we go. That's gonna soften those veggies up before we add more ingredients. So we'll let that go for about 15 to 20 minutes and then we'll come back. Alright guys, so it's been about 15 minutes and our squash is soft. So you can see it will break with a spoon pretty easily. We don't want to destroy it completely, but we want it to be cooked. So now I'm gonna go ahead and add in our Napa cabbage. To that, we're gonna add the rest of the broth. Give it a quick stir. And now, we're gonna go ahead and add our soy sauce in. And our veggie, our noodles, these noodles only cook for about 4 minutes. So I'm gonna put them in, they're gonna cook right away and they're gonna be perfect in about 4 minutes. I'm gonna let that sit and cook there, and then within 4 to 5 minutes we'll be ready to serve. Alright guys, so here I got my Thai chili and I'm just gonna put this over my soup to add a little bit of heat. This is from our garden. Like I said, if you guys want to order seeds, I have seeds for all of these peppers that I use for flavoring. Just gonna chop it real fine. And all of our peppers are organically grown, so they're organic seeds. We don't use any fertilizers or anything like that. So I'm gonna just leave that there as a topping, set it aside. And now we're gonna go over to our pot, add in most of our cilantro. If you cook the cilantro, it'll lose a lot of its flavor into the soup, but if you add it at the end, it adds a nice zest of fresh flavor. Gonna stir that in, and we are ready to serve. Alright, I'm gonna use my ladle here, and this smells amazing. Super easy soup to make. I'm going to grab a little bit of my tongs of the noodles. A little squash. Now more broth. And as you saw, this has no oil in it, absolutely none. So now we're just going to add broth. There we go. Add a little bit of my Thai chili over the top. Bring that heat. Also adds a beautiful red color contrast to the recipe. If you guys don't like spicy food, you can leave that out. And I'm gonna go ahead and sprinkle a little bit of my fresh coriander or cilantro on it. So that's basically it, you guys. Look how beautiful this bowl of soup looks. It took maybe 20 minutes to make it from beginning to end. These noodles are incredibly practical. They cook super fast. Super delicious plate. I hope you guys really enjoyed the video and give these simple recipes that I'm making a try at your home with your families. Remember to subscribe, like, and share. And I'll see you really soon on the next one. Right, guys, so I'm super excited to taste this beautiful, look at this, looking soup, loaded with nutrients, some nice veggies from the garden. The broth just smells phenomenal. You see the best way I can do this without making a mess. Wow. Oh my God. Right away I get the fresh cilantro. The noodles are perfect. They have a nice bite to them. Not overly cooked, not soggy. I get that nice heat from the Thai chili, super fresh. Something that you cannot get with chili powder. That's why I encourage you guys to grow your own stuff. You can grow hot chilies in a pot by your window and have fresh chilies all year, even if you live in a place where it snows. I have plants here growing by my window. So you guys, if you like chilies, order some seeds. I'll provide the link and you can make these amazing meals. Let me get another bite in here. Absolutely amazing, super delicious, and simple recipe.